Hello, I'm Diogo Garcia from KPMG Private Enterprise in Brazil and leader of the Emerging Giants in Innovator's programs. Today we're going to have a conversation with Daniel Moura, founder of Pix Force, who has been recognized as a Brazilian Innovator winner in 2023. Daniel will be representing Brazil in the Global Innovator Award in Lisbon with more than 23 finalists from other countries. Hello, Daniel. It's a pleasure to have you here on our podcast. To start, I'd like to ask you a simple question. What problem does Pix Force solve and what is your business model?
Diogo, thank you so much for the opportunity of being here. Thank you to KPMG. Our business model is very straightforward. When you think about any industry, you always have human beings inspecting processes. The problem is that people make mistakes. So eventually you can have several problems like defects in production lines or even people in risky situations. So the idea is that instead of having people there inspecting, we can have AI, we can have smart cameras that are going to do a much better job inspecting all these areas. And that's not for one type of industry. Every single industry that we think of, like energy sector, mining, oil and gas, you always have a lot of people out in the field inspecting. We can do that much better with AI.
Cool. And Pix Force has been recognized as one of the top AI startups in Latin America, even during the AI hype of recent years. Can you share why and how you entered this market, Daniel?
Yeah, we started not because of AI. Okay. We started because we had a problem. I came from a complete different background from my partner. I came from the environmental area, and we worked for many large companies which had the problem of visual inspections. So in that moment, we had a lot of images from drones, from satellites, but it was very hard to analyze all of that. It was very expensive. And we needed humans to go through all these images. It was very time-consuming, very challenging. And my partner, Renato, had the same issue in the mining sector. He founded 3 or 4 different companies in the mining sector. And he also had this issue of inspecting different properties, different areas, and he had to use humans. Everything was very expensive. So we had the idea of using or developing software to analyze all of that in a much faster way, in a much more precise way. We were not thinking about AI or anything like that. We had a problem and we had to solve that. That's how we started.
Oh, that's very interesting because, many people have been talking about AI and you have like specialists in AI, like LinkedIn specialists in AI. And you can see that you have a solution using AI for industry that's really scalable, we can say. But there is one thing very interesting this year in the Innovator Award in Brazil. We were very impressive with the finalists, and most of them were connected with ESG agenda. And right. I've seen that you have like some solution as Pix Safety and Pix Grid. Could you provide more insights and how do they work, please?
Yes. And this is a very interesting question because similar to the AI hype, now we have the ESG hype also.
Yeah, ESG hype and metaverse hype.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We didn't start that because of the hype. We started because we had problems. Our clients had problems. A lot of people talk about the E component of the ESG, the environmental. Yeah. But let me start with the Pix Safety solution. Pix Safety works with the S, the social, people in the field, people working in industrial areas. In general, in industrial facilities, we have a lot of people in the field that are in risk. Of course, there's a lot of measures, a lot of ways to prevent accidents, but none of these methods are perfect. So the reality is people that are working out in the field are in risk. So our idea is very simple. Most of the industrial sites nowadays, they have security cameras. One of our clients, it's for the oil and gas industry, they have like 8,000 cameras spread out throughout their sites. A lot of images are being generated. But the problem is they don't have people to analyze all these images. It's very hard. It takes time. So basically, they're recording all these images, and then if there's an accident, there's a problem, later on, they're going to access that. Our idea is, why can't we transform these cameras into sensors that are going to analyze and detect if people are in risk? As soon as that is detected, the system is going to send an alarm. And it's going to this alarm is going to ask somebody to come. For instance, if there's somebody had a injury, or if people are not respecting the area, if there's a crane, for instance, and people are walking under the crane, or walking, crossing a road in the wrong area. All of these aspects are very dangerous in industrial sites. So our idea is that the AI is going to appoint, and it's going to say, okay, this person is in risk, go there and do something. And in the end, there's another aspect that's very important. When we think about training and auditing, it's very good to have these images, because the AI is going to point and going to have like screenshots of all these problems that were detected, all these incidents we call, and then they're going to go there and do something. And the other product you asked, Pix Grid, that's the E component of the ESG. Everybody's talking about electric cars and using electricity, like from sources that are not harming the environment. But the problem is you need infrastructure. Nowadays in Brazil, let's talk only about Brazil. We have a lot of ways to generate electricity, but it's very hard to send electricity back and forth. You need transmission lines, distribution lines, substations. All this infrastructure needs to be maintained and inspected. And normally they use human beings, but it's almost impossible to be in all the areas and look for points that are like pinpoint problems, like high temperature, or if there's a component that's broken. So with Pix Grid, we can inspect these massive quantities of area, these massive sites, and appoint if there's anything that's detected, any problem in real time. So we can make sure that all this infrastructure is in place to make sure that we have electricity for everybody.
Wow, that's awesome. So we should scale for other parts of the world. Do you have these solutions only in Brazil, or do you have in other countries as well?
Yeah, we have offices in Finland and the US.
Okay.
And our goal is to bring all the solutions to other countries, because it doesn't matter where you are. You know, it's the same problems we have in Brazil. I was talking about the safety issue. You know, US is the same. I was seeing on Financial Times like a month ago, they have a huge problem in the airports in the US because they have less people and they have to rush, like with the bags and all of that, and people get injured. So the same thing in Europe, Asia. So our idea is that everything we're developing here with our clients, we can bring to other countries. So that's our goal for starting now, actually.
Yeah. You should be global. And we're in about the award. We have the third Global Tech Innovator Award from KPMG Private Enterprise in Lisbon. And what are your expectations about this award? And are you ready, Daniel?
We are very excited. I'm getting ready. We are getting prepared. But it's a great opportunity. Like I was saying, our goal is to be an international company. We are moving towards that. We are preparing. My partner, Renato, he lives in Finland. So we are making sure we have somebody outside of Brazil. But we need more. We need more people. We need to understand the culture. We had a trip to India a month ago. So it's completely different culture, you know, different people. But like I said, the issues are the same. We were impressed that the same problems they have there are the problems we have in Brazil. So this event in Lisbon is going to be a great opportunity for us to make connections and start bringing our solutions to other countries.
Thank you, Daniel, for joining us today. We wish you all the best in the final competition and see you in Lisbon.
Thank you, Diogo, and KPMG again. It's going to be a pleasure to be there representing our country. One final comment I want to say is that we always think about Brazil as a country that's exporting grains and agriculture, which is great. We are very proud of that, but we can do more. We can export technology. artificial intelligence, and that's what we're going to bring to Lisbon.
Yeah, that's how we'd like to position Brazil in the world, as providing innovation for other countries. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.